Alright, so I got top cut with his Hydreigon deck. Shouts to Eternal for the inspiration for playing this. It's a slightly updated deck that now introduces more versatile damage thresholds. We got 17th out of 316, so kind of nice. As far as the matchups for this run, it was kind of all over the place. So that gives you a good preview that it looks like high roll only beats high roll. And for everybody wanting to try it out, here's the code. But anyways, let's run it. This is my top 64 match against me and my teammate Gojo. Looks like an unfavorable matchup by typing at least, but we do have the needle plus the Hydreigon, so we're able to attack for 140 if the opportunity does come up. And we already have the Hydreigon and Candy in hand. Gonna start off kind of strong. We're definitely looking for the Dino, and I think I'll just wait it out here. I also have the Field Blower in case they put the cape up. And we'll just wait in here. It is their turn. He's gonna go for the Forest. I'm looking for some extra mons. So this is the variation that has Vespiquen. I like this list a little bit more because you have that Ori out. I'm always like so opposed to like not having it, especially in these bigger tournaments, 300 plus people. I feel like the chances of running it into at least one Ori is kind of high. But he gets the Shuckle and the Ogerpon. I get the Pokeball and we get the Dino perfectly. So now we gotta think, like, what are we gonna sack? Are we gonna get hit? I do put the energy onto the Absol. Just gonna shuffle my deck just cause. And what's the deal here? There's a couple of options I can do. I can just go into Bombardier, take a hit if the Vespiquen was up, or I can take the hit with my Absol, but really weighing my options right now. Because he does have the one of Cyrus, and I don't have a needle. I can ensure me the one shot. So we're kind of just sitting here. I'll stalemate thinking a little bit long. But I actually do opt for the retreat into the Bombardier. Kind of just keeping myself safe. And, you know, if I were to go into the Hydreigon, I get one shot in at least, and then I can go in with the Absol if it comes to that. So let's see how this pans out. Gets the Copycat. Gets +1 off of that. I do have the pop in hand, so honestly, if I do get this first KO, that's pretty much everything. That's a Leaf Cape. We're gonna need the Needle. We're gonna need Oak or just something, anything to put this into my favor. So this is where the high roll comes into play. Like, I'm gonna need some big boy tools, or else things just aren't gonna go my way. I'm gonna go straight into Dino, get the draw, and I get the needle. That's exactly what we needed. We have everything to win. Every single card in my hand will be used on this turn. Bro's probably freaking out. Like, how the hell did you get this RNG? To be honest, that was a lot of my run. That was a lot of my run. But if you like high roll decks that just feel fun and amazing, this is it. This is literally it. High roll decks always have a place because it's fun. We get the heads there as well. We put the energy on. I always like to, more times than not, I like to wait a turn just so I get the full effect of the Ice Pop, especially since it's the only card in my hand. So this is going to take him a little bit to kind of rack up. I'm going to opt to go into the Shuckle. He does run X speed, so a back row combi can work. Does get the Field Blower as well, so that's going to be massive. So if he can get a Leaf Cape, or I don't get a Needle, then that can help him out as well. He's going to put down the other Shuckle. Research coming in. So things do look pretty doable for him, not gonna lie. Gonna put the Leaf Cape down. Yep, looking really hot. So looking to be an impenetrable setup. The double shuckles, combi in the back. Gonna just go in for the hit. And I already used my field blower on the first one, so nothing I can really do there. But he does get full tails. Full tails, 0 damage, no super effective anything here. Gonna put down the dino, and I'm gonna get potentially a double heal. So this deck definitely is there for if you want a slight upgrade. You know, you don't have all the new cards. As of recording this video, I still don't have a second Vespiquen. So it's good to update your decks. Even if you don't have all the new cards, even if you just have some. Honestly, you can even run this with one needle if you have it. Probably put in a Rocky helmet or whatever. It's nice. It's definitely very fun. There's going to be the second Vespiquen. Gonna opt for the X speed for what? Pourquoi? That's gonna be Shuckle. Okay. So he does know that he lives with Shuckle. So let's see the damage. We get 1 and a 2 and a 3. That's gonna be 80 damage to my face. So I'm gonna need a needle here or something to make this work out in my favor. So I got nothing. I literally got nothing. I'm just gonna attack on in though. He only has 1 point on me, so this doesn't really matter how this goes because I'll have my backup Absol as well. Yeah, not really in a spot to do much. He can go into the Vespiquen, but can't attack, so I'll be able to attack first. But actually gonna go into the Ogre Pawn. A little weird. A little weird, I would say. Maybe the Vespiquen was smarter. For the fact of was that no, actually the second Leaf Cape is gone, so there really was not much that he could do. He's gonna go down to 1 just to ensure that I don't draw anything. Very smart. But I do have my Cyrus, and that's all I need to win. We're gonna KO our Hydreigon, go into the Absol, and that's game 1. And that is game 1. So yeah, high rolling this tournament got me pretty damn far. Not gonna lie. If, like I said, if you don't have the cards, all the new cards, this set in particular has been really ass. I'm gonna be honest. It's been really ass. I've had to trade so many cards this set. So if you just need slight upgrade or play old meta, definitely don't feel bad about it because there's a lot of old meta things that are doing pretty great right now. And always will. You know, your Suicune will always do amazing. I don't think there's really anything that ever shut that deck down. But getting right into this game 2. Starts off with the Combi and the Shuckle. I do go first. I think I put on the Deceptive Needle. And there's no reason for me not to put down the Absol because he doesn't have a Sabrina. So might as well keep my hand low. I'm going to look for a +1. Kind of not smart. I remember now, this is a huge mistake of mine. I do draw kind of nice, but I did lose my Field Blower. So if he puts on a Leaf Cape, that's going to put him to 70. That's exactly what happens here. So I do miss my KO threshold, and that was a huge mistake of mine. So sometimes even if the plus, like the extra cards, look great, Copycat still does get rid of tools in your hand. So it's not always going to be the smartest option. Because yeah, Hydreigon Candy's nice, but where's Dino? Where's Dino? Where's, you know, whatever his face is? and they actually end up getting a lot more cards because I dumped my hand. I think. Would that have changed anything? Yeah, I think I had like 2 cards in hand. Short-term memory, boys. Either way, we get a Pokeball. This goes into... we get the Dino. We're gonna smack. That's gonna be 60 damage. Could have been the KO, but it's alright. Because if we get the early KO on this, might be donezo unless the Shuckle can roll high. But all the same, we do have the Dino, and we do have the Hydreigon. So this is gonna be kind of a hefty mountain for him to climb. Gonna be 100 HP. And he heals. No heals. This deck does not run heals. There's no Erica. So that's something to keep in mind as well. You know, not having a heal in this type of deck does make things a little bit more rough because you're going to be at that 100 HP. And a lot of things can hit for 100. We do have the field blower. Not going to need it right now. We're going to hold on to it. Go into the Hydreigon. Not really afraid of much right now. We're going to swing on in, and the most damage he can do next turn is only 80. 80 with the Shuckle, that's if he high rolls, and we still get to get a hit in. So now we're looking for the needle. Now we're looking for the needle to seal the deal. We do have the field blower back in hand in case of the other leaf cape. So he's going to go in with a fancy Shuckle, a nice rainbow Shuckle. I love that artwork so much. So, gonna go into the combi. He's gonna have to stall out or something, but actually opts to go for the smack. Okay, that is tails, tails, and tails. Man, that sucks. That sucks. It's such a strong deck, but you have so many flip opportunities, and actually we get everything we need. But as I was saying, you have so many flips with the Shuckle, makes the variance on that deck a little bit higher than most decks. But either way, we're going to swing on in. We're going to win that game 2. We're going to win the set. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely try out this deck. Hydreigon, always fun. Always, when you want to turn off your brain a little bit, play this deck. New brain rot dropped. Hop on it. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.